So this week we are going to be talking about the distributive property, which is a really helpful property for simplifying expressions and solving equations. So this is a multiplication property, and we're just building our knowledge of simplifying expressions. So key vocabulary, equivalent expressions. We are going to be working with them this week a little bit as well. Equivalent expressions are expressions that have the same value for all values of the variable. Okay, so if you look down below, we have this combo meal example. All right, so let's say you and a friend are going to Taco Bell, or you and two other friends are going to Taco Bell. All right, and they have a deal where you can get 2 tacos and 1 drink. All right, so the 3 of you order that combo meal. All right, 2 tacos and a drink. So the way you figure this out is, well, there's 2 tacos and 1 combo meal, but you ordered 3. Well, 3 times 2 is 6. All right, so you get 6 tacos. And again, there's 1 drink in the combo meal, but you ordered 3 meals. Well, 3 times 1 is 3. So you end up with 6 tacos and 3 drinks. Now, if you look at the example of the expression above the taco example picture, you have 3 times the quantity of x plus 2. And what it's saying is that is the same thing as 3 times x plus 3 times 2. So what they really did here is the distributive property. Okay. So again, here's your example. Here's your taco picture. All right, so this is what the distributive property is saying. It's saying when you multiply a quantity that is being added or subtracted, it's the same thing as multiplying the number outside of the parentheses by each individual thing inside the parentheses. Okay, so the first example is 3 times the quantity of 4 plus 2. Now, normally we would do order of operations. We would add 4 plus 2 and get 6, and then multiply that by 3. We are not going to be practicing that this week. We are going to be practicing using the distributive property. So you take the number that is outside of the parentheses and you multiply it by each individual thing inside. So that becomes 3 times 4. Keep the symbol inside the parentheses the same, so it is plus, it stays plus, and then 3 times 2. Okay, usually it will be written like this, but in the second example, it's written a little differently. It's still the same process. Typically, the number or variable we're distributing will be to the left of the parentheses, but this example shows it to the right. It's still the same thing. 2 is outside of the parentheses, so we are multiplying it by each thing inside. So it becomes 3 times 2. Again, there is a plus sign in the parentheses. You keep that plus sign where it is, and then 2 times 5. And these same rules apply when it's subtraction versus addition. You have 5 times 6. Well, 5 is being distributed. So you have 5 times 6 minus 5 times 4. Okay. And again, it typically won't be written like the last example. The number or variable being distributed will typically be in front of the parentheses, not behind it. But this is 8 times 4 minus 6 times 4. You are distributing the 4 to the 8 and to the 6.